Here we go again. The crickets and the darkness. You know what time it is.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Here we go. The baby's so evil looking in the dark with those eyes. That is some drill head. I mean, it's no later than I normally come, but it seems like it's so freaking dark out. There's like stars fully blown and everything. It's ridiculous. What do we have here? So, like, what's he trying to say, man? It seems like a threat. I have no desire to hasten your death. Your first item to start your quest, the wooden sword. Perfectly normal and not creepy at all. There he is. I smell ganja. So this is like Speed Racer's helmet. I have questions. What are you? And what are you? Multiple legs. There he is, friggin' Penny. That's awesome. I love a good sci-fi paperback. I'm actually gonna take a real quick look. So I bought some random sci-fi paperbacks. Love a good book to actually read. So this will be interesting. So there's a lot of saddles. That's a lot. Yes. That's awesome. I love that. So, I'm gonna go over to somebody who's got cards for me. And after I leave today, I'm going to the warehouse of another person that I talked to. You know, it pays more dividends developing connections than it actually does showing up and looking early. Like, yeah, that's great and all, and you can get a lot of collections, but if you keep to yourself, you're never gonna expand the amount that you can find. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this. So there's a couple unlimited cards and that dual end, but you know, everything is played, and he's going by TCG players, so unless we can come to a realistic cash price for this stuff, I don't see myself buying them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he wants in like the reality of cash at the flea market. All right, here we go. We got a couple of cards. We got a few 9th edition common foils and stuff, which is why I wanted this. So that's cool. Let's check it out in a little bit when we get home. Okay, we got this to go through. Come here, bro. And doggy by the car. So let's go through this. Draco. There's a few World Championship cards. I don't know, aside from these two though, there's no rares. Okay, here we go. Another major, ridiculous flea market find. This may be my best ever. I don't know. So, flea market today. We had this lot. If I can pick it up. This lot from one guy at the flea market. 25. I don't know. It's an okay deal. Then after the flea market, I met with somebody. One ridiculous card in here. This was amidst a stack of rubber banded cards that we'll be checking out in a minute. I hope I didn't reveal that, but that's a ridiculous card I found in there. That was his friends, or, you know, these guys are like liquidators of homes and storage units. So his friend was like, you know, I want $50 for it, or $40, whatever you can get. And so I gave him 50, and you'll see why. I mean, that's what he asked for. I gave it to him. This was his. I gave him another 50 for it. I kind of overpaid a little bit, I think, or maybe, yeah, I overpaid a little bit, but that's only because of the other one. I was trying to hook him up here. So let's take a look first at this pile here. Okay. There's nothing too crazy. Like, I mean, you got nothing crazy, right? We got a red elemental blast. There's cards on the other side. We'll go over that in a second. You have to, of course, look at both sides, because in any type of stuff, when you see stuff sleeved, always check the other side, or in what are they called? Freaking in binders. Always check to see if there's other cards amidst what you're looking at, because there very well maybe. I see it pretty often, especially in binders. Actually, on the back side, there's other cards. Dark Blast. Let's just take out the red elemental blast. Okay, I think you can see what's coming. But yeah, I'm gonna buy this, of course. It's nothing crazy, but there's a Legends card, which is cool. You got foils I don't care about. Let's see. Anything on the other side here? Yep. Nothing crazy, but there was stuff on the other side. Yes, this blasting station was a major reason I got this. Oppressive Will is another 50-cent card on the buy list. Demon's Horn, this was a big reason I got this, was the foils here. 9th edition. This is all stuff newer stuff is, like this is definitely not as interesting to me. But then you had a Future Sight foil as well, and these were in okay shape. They're not the best. Oof, this one is actually rougher than I thought. Look, there's a freaking crease. That's not sellable like that. I mean, it's more of a dent. That's damage, though. 9th edition, 9th edition, 9th edition foils. Eldritch Moon and Ultimate Masters foils are, wonderful and all. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 9th edition, older, like, foils. And that's why I got this. It's not that great, but, you have some old school foils. You have a blasting station. And, yeah, that's it. This is $25. I think I overpaid, but recently he's been doing well for me, so, I don't really care that much sometimes. Oh, Spinning Darkness as well. So this is an interesting little $25 overpay this time. Okay, let's put that aside. Let me know what you think of that. I'm going to go over what's in this binder and 4 stacks of rubber banded cards. Quite frankly, that hit was so huge that my mind went blank afterwards, okay? And now I have this binder. I liked the fact that you had some foils like this in here. Let's see, what else did we have here? That we had a rare foil, Hum of the Radix. And then we just have a couple of rares like Through the Breach, Tide of War. Nothing too crazy. $1 or $2 for the Shaman. But, cool to see old stuff. And again, I was kind of like, oh, thank you very much for... Oh, we have a Great Whale. It's very beat, though. Promise of Brunei. Yeah, so those are the good cards and the foils in this binder. The rest are just lands. I mean, they're older lands, which are cool, but you know how many of those we have. I guess eventually I'll figure out what to do with them. I keep them. I keep them aside, especially good condition ones, you know. Again, this little bit was $50. Okay. There's a lot of, you know, whatever, just older stuff. We got an Animate Dead. We got a lot of random rares like this in here. And then a lot of nothing as well. You have a lot of beat up foils, and some not so beat. But this was definitely an interesting mix in terms of what was in the bag and what was in this other stuff here. You know, Micaeus, Falconwrath, Aristocrat. Let's put this aside. Elspeth, oh, the Wormcoil. I forgot about a lot of this. Like I said, my brain kind of farted out after I went through the first lot, and I you know, you'll see why. You'll see why, because you see what era of cards this is. Now you can extrapolate what may have been, because the other bag is a similar era when you're talking about this and this and this, and the lands that were like, you know, Urza Saga lands, basics, you know. Just saying. Now you can start your imagination turning, because yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And you know, I don't expect to ever find another one of those out there. And the condition, it's in like near mint minus, although it would be like a CGC 10 and definitely a TCG player near mint. But to me, it's a near mint minus, meaning it's a near mint card. However, I wouldn't grade it, as it has a few issues that would prevent me from spending the money on grading it. Wow, this stack is pretty lackluster, huh? I mean, like, what do we got? Nothing, really? Just a couple of, But that's okay. Again, it's not about this. It is not about this little stack and the binder. That was just, I picked it up because it was there, and why not? These are all uncommons, though. Otherwise, there's a lot of uncommons here, and we have some rares. See? Like, a lot of black uncommons. I mean, I haven't seen anything major, though, in terms of commons. Like, when I say major, like a Snuff Out, or Pemin's Aura, or, you know, a few dollars. Nothing crazy. Ah, there's one. Goblin Lackey. Very nice. Citadel of Pain, another bug. Just as I say it. So maybe I should say it more often, just so that, you know, it'll be like, shut up, Ed. You're wrong. But yeah, all uncommons, older commons and uncommons, which is nice here. I'm not mad at older uncommons, I tell you what. But yeah, again, it was really about the other pile, which is interesting that it's the same type of era in terms of what sets are in there. There's a lot of uncommons. Oh, look at that. Carpet of Flowers. Urza Saga. Alright, we're getting to the end of the $50 purchase. I can't believe that there's no blue valuable uncommons in all those that we just went through. Whoa. Crazy. Okay, not bad. I'm happy with those, I'll tell you. That's not that bad at all. Let me just put this aside. All the non-hits. Okay. So we have foils. We have some value, some newer, and some rares. Okay, gotta be careful. Okay, we have this card, which we're putting over here. Still can't believe it, guys. And this is how they came, so, you know. This rubber band fell off. We have these. I'll show you what they are in a sec. Let me just take it all out without it falling or getting more damaged than it already is. And, you know, tons of rubber bands, guys. Tons. Some of these are damaged. Some of them are in decent conditions, considering the fact that they're in rubber freaking bands, you know? I mean, we have a Draco that is, like, locked in here. Maybe not so much, but Draco. Okay, I'm not going to mess with the Draco inside its coffin. Then we have the Beatdown Urnam Djinn with a Penumbra Worm on the other side. There you go. Okay. Let's get some out of the way so that we can begin our disassembly, right? There are some what was I gonna say? This is effed up. There are some gold border World Championship cards in here, so that's cool. I always like them. Oh yes, there was a filth in like near mint, so very nice. That's like a few dollars on the buy list. And they're just going to reprint it soon. So, yeah, I suggest those types of things you buy list when you can, when you see them, get it out. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy. Oh, rares. I keep forgetting to look for rares. I'm looking for everything but rares, which is crazy because I know there's rares in here. Oh boy, are there rares in here? Or rare? A rare that blew my mind. This one. Let's put that aside. Okay. Alright. So we got a couple of decent cards already. Again, the guy, I asked what he wanted for this, as these weren't his cards. I asked him what his friend wanted, and his friend wanted $50. They are liquidators of storage units, and this is like, he just puts them aside, and I contacted him, and was able to look at these, and yeah, very, very pleased, to say the least. Like, very, very sick. You guys know. You know already, or you have an idea. So I'm gonna be, I guess, mumbling to myself a lot right now because we have a bit to go through here. I'll be putting these cards out of the way. Yeah, very happy I followed through, and you know, I always follow through. I guess it's me that follows through. It's not always the people that get back to me. Harrow and Fertile Ground, those are all decent, but they're like, you know, cheap cards. The Rod of Ruin. Man, what a legendary time in Magic. The like Nemesis, the Urza's block, 7th edition, Odyssey. You got starter, which I should probably be putting aside, but whatever. Goblin Hero. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Bear with me because it is... I mean, like I said, I had to put it in... I had to stop as soon as I could and put it in a hard case. From the other purchase, ironically, I took one of the random cards that were in a top loader, and I'm like, I need this in... there you go, 7th edition foil, Vigilant Drake, not Vigilant. Yeah, I had to stop as soon as I saw. Well, not as soon as I saw, but I had to. As soon as I left, I pulled over and I had to put it into a top loader. Oh. That isn't how it works. Days was on top. Okay. We're getting there, guys. Okay. We're about halfway through with this one. Okay. Oh, this one had, I believe, I remember some effed up, a couple of effed up, you'll see, World Championship cards. Not too many, but a couple. Ooh, Cabal Therapy, that's always a good card. These are good. Yeah, so some of these I don't even remember because, again, when I found that, I was like, whoa, and very, very distracted. Cephalid Aristocrat. What a card. Churning Eddy. That's the Churning Eddy. Okay. These aren't, some of them aren't in the best condition, but there's surprisingly decent condition cards. Considering that they were wrapped up in freaking rubber bands and in a plastic bag and probably like that for a while. You know? So, yeah. I'm glad I could find these cards. You know, of course, when you get a big hit, you're happy. But aside from that, it's cool to find older cards out in the world. It's like every time I find them, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised there's cards out in the freaking world. Silly. I guess I shouldn't be, though. Okay, so this is the stack that had all the rares. Death Pit Offering, Sulphurous Spring, Storm Cauldron, Infernal Contract. It had the rares from this deck. The Tom Vanderlocht, I think it was 2002. Spiritual Asylum, Overlaid Terrain, Unnatural Hunger, Reverse Damage, Call of the Wild, Sulphurous Springs, Skizik, a damaged ass kill switch foil, which would have been nice to have in a good condition, but what can you do? Sylvan Yeti, Eladamri's Call, Pale Moon, Phyrexian Colossus, Master Healer, Spontaneous Generation, Flowstone Slide, Southern Paladin, Belby's Portal, Nature's Revolt, Worship, Fault Line, Mask of Intolerance, the Rishdon Ports, Skizik, Blazing Scepter, Urza's Rage, Skizik, Persecute, Sulphurous Springs, Urza's Rage, Blinding Angel, Phyrexian Scooter, Rishodon Port, Trained Org, Scoria Worm, Daring Apprentice, Crypt Angel, Mind Layer, ooh, a messed up Call of the Wild. Let's put that aside. Eye of Yawgmoth, Phyrexian Scooter, Thought Devourer, Lightning Elemental 7th Edition Foil, Swamp, Invasion Foil, Flowstone Overseer, Blazing Spectre, Sea Hunter, Whirlpool Warrior, Sand Squid, Elvish Archers, Mortal Kombat, Spiritualized Foil, Wormfang Behemoth, Phyrexian Arena, Crypt Angel, Urza's Rage, Kangi, Airy Keeper, Lava Runner, Giant Growth, Crypt Angel, Lightning Dragon, Angel of Mercy, Mind Sword Sword. Oh, right. Wow. That was a stack of rares, huh? All right. And this card was buried in that stack of rares. So, yeah, it was just in the middle. I mean, you see the era that it is, right? So make your assumptions. And again, when you see it, don't be like, oh, congratulations on finding this in the comments, because, you know, that'll ruin it for everyone else. So, you know how many people do that and how often? Every freaking time I find something good. Congratulations on the... Oh, a Worldly Tutor. I forgot about that. Let's put that over there. But yeah, that's nice. That's always nice. A Worldly Tutor. Why not? Let's take that too. I'll have it. So you tell me $50, I say I'll take it. Here you go. Messed Up Dark Rituals. Let's put it on the pile of messed up cards. Thwart. I think that was $1 or $2. I don't remember every card that's $1 or $2 off the buy list off the top of my head, but I have a pretty good idea in my head, and I tend to, you know, be able to pick them out because I have to, with how often I'm getting cards at the flea market. A lot of what I get at the flea market is commons and uncommons, and so I have to know which commons and uncommons are worthwhile to pull. You know what I'm saying? Very cool though to find a almost full deck of World Championship in here. I was happy with that. Oh, Misstep is another, I think, $1 or something, or 50 cents. Yeah, I have to know which cards are 50 cents on the buy list because that's what I have to pull out sometimes. This is not one of those times. This is a freaking home run by far. No doubt about it. Where were the rares? Just like that, huh? Let's go like this. But yes, very, very sick. I'm very happy. I mean, look, if you're going to buy the World Championship deck alone, this is a couple of dollars. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen if I remember. You know. Yeah, but I can't deny this is a freaking home run. And you'll know why I saved it for the end. It's like... And me, I only had one of these cards beforehand. Graded. It's that Sirius. So, that's how big the card is. Like, I only had one because it's that expensive and graded. Okay? Very sick. Duress. Why are all the dark rituals messed up from that? That sucks. Okay, last stack before the big reveal. We'll go through this. Yeah. Okay. Nothing like too crazy in the rest of it, you know. we already kind of looked at the spider silk. Used to be something. It's not anymore. Not valuable. Maybe 20 cents. Oh, Sunscape. Good condition. I'll take that. Okay. I'm just kind of happy. Armadillo Cloak isn't much anymore, especially on the buy list. I'm happy about this too, the World Championship deck. I hadn't realized it was that complete. You can tell by how tall the stack is. Alright, and we have one more foil, Rejuvenation Chamber. They are all beat. So, let's review real quick. Tom Van de Loot, 2001, Toronto. We got some decent common and uncommon hits. I pull these cards out of a lot of collections, and I'm always happy to. Yep. What did I do with all the rares? Did I not put them as... Jeez. What the heck, Ed? I mixed them in with, like, the nothing cards, yeah. All these rares. There's some couple of dollar rares here, which I'm happy about too. I always like to find random as older rares. When they're worth a couple of dollars, it's just like, I think this card, Eladomer's Call, is like a $5-10 card or something. We got Belby's Portal. I think that's a couple of dollars too. But it's just cool, you know. It's cool that this is still out there to be found. And, yeah. Here's the foils. Decent foils, you know. Too bad they're in not decent condition. Had a couple of newer rares from the other collection. And then these are the rares that we pulled out before the stack of rares and from the other collection. Okay. And now that everything has been reviewed, this was in this stack of rares. Just like, I'm shaking my head over here because I found the freaking Gaia's Cradle, guys. I mean, how absurd is that? Just like in there. And it's in pretty decent shape too. Like a nick on the corner down here. Nick over there. Not that crazy. I unbelievable. There's nothing to be said about that except it's unbelievable. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We need more people for box breaks. Otherwise, take care and have a lovely day, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. Peace.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
I don't even know what to say. There's so many. The giant 47-pound rooster. Oh, there they are. I'm here with the wife. She pointed to this and said coctopus. and the baby.